C'est nul, Minecraft fans, which is Mongol for hello, I believe. We just sent the turtles out to dig up some more stuff. Looks like they're finishing up down there. So just use the stock excavate turtle command. I should probably do like a query, but a lot of servers don't let you use query, so I kind of wanted to get used to. I would like to join a server again, so maybe we'll get used to using the turtles. I used them last time; they worked pretty well. And we can do the we can use turtles in multiplayer. Looks like he's going to drop some stuff off before he finishes up. Let's grab all this and put it away real quick. Alright, redstone with the iron. Don't really need the nickelite, but that's fine. And if I do this and cover them up when they're down there, they'll basically just break right through it when they get done. Looks like that guy's about done. And the other guy's probably almost finished too. Oh yeah, he's come back. See, he breaks the block and then just cover it back up again. So let's put all this stuff away. Oh, he is done. And my other guy should be popping through in a second. He'll bust through the hole when he gets done. Yep. And I basically just cover this up. Well, for one thing, that way if I break these turtles when they're in the sky, they won't fall into the bottomless pit, which is very important when I didn't have a jetpack. Yeah, so they're done. Alright, just threw some vines over here, and I'm going to have them grow down this wall here, and that way we can collect some vines for an Enderman farm when we get to it. And then we got a linking book that we made to get us back here. So let's go into the Nether and find another fortress. Whoa. Got my bow to get rid of the ghasts. Yay, team. Yeah, so let's see if we can find us another fortress somewhere. Hopefully pretty close. Looks like we found another fortress. Yes. Okay, another fortress. On the shopping list is... we need netherwort. And look, netherwort. Oh, baby netherwort. Oh, because I'm the only one who's been here. Okay, well, let's grab a couple. And we'll come back and replant those when everything grows. This looks like a pretty cool nether fortress. Let's see. Look at all the bats on the radar. So we need a bunch of this nether brick. So I think what we'll do is just right here. We're just going to dig straight down and get the whole stack. This nether fortress is huge. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do here. This will be awesome. And hopefully we'll find some blaze. Well, there's a blaze spawner right there. Oh, there's some blazes over there too. This is funky. I don't think I've ever seen this with 4 of these rooms. This thing is massive. This is cool. Definitely a cool Nether fortress. Yeah, we got blaze spawners here. So what we need is some place that's not too close. Oh, is that a blaze spawner down there? Yes, it is. Yay, blaze spawner. Oh, whoa, hello. We have blaze rods. We got the cinder pearls, and I used the little stone thingy to multiply them, so I think we're good on blaze rods for a while. Let us do this. Let's see. Let's go in here. So our fortress is all over here, and we're just cut a little hole in the netherrack, and we're going to go and set up our linking book here. So we got the stand. I think we'll put it right there in the corner, and let's put our linking book back home in there. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and craft another linking book, and that will take us back here. So we're going to take advantage of the linking books. This fortress looks pretty cool, but we got a bunch of nether brick, and we got some soul sand, and we got a little bit of netherrack, so let's go back to the overworld. Woohoo! Sweet. We did not get any magma cream, but we can get slime balls if we can find a slime. Alright, let me put some of this stuff away, and we'll see what we're going to do next. Okay, so I got all my stuff put away, got little barrels now for my nether items. I put some soul sand out here, and we're going to grow the nether wart out here for now. I don't know where else to put it, but that's a good spot. A zombie head. My sword has Vorpal on it, so I put a zombie head up. So we made the linking book to the stronghold. Let's put that into a stand here. There we go. Now we got a way back to the nether, and a way back to the overworld from the nether. Because we got that little spot we carved in the netherrack. That way when we pop in, we're not going to be in the middle of all the stuff. So we're kind of set now. We need some slime balls though. So we're on single player, and so I know my world seed, and I can use the slime finder app. So according to the slime finder app, this chunk right here is a slime chunk. So I'm going to send these guys off. And they go all the way down to bedrock. So what happens down here, let's just pop a hole in somewhere. Jetpack. Oh wow, that one's almost empty. Let's recharge the jetpack, and then we'll pop a hole in and go down. Alright, so we got the jetpack fully charged, and the backup one charged, and we got the nanosuit charged up. So let's take a look and see what these guys do. So they dig a hole all the way down to bedrock, and this grid is a chunk loading grid. I think this just comes from chicken chunks. They go all the way down to bedrock, and Ultimate Pack has a flat bedrock mod. Oh, hello. A flat bedrock mod, so we can take a look at this down here. It's all flat bedrock, and I have torches down here because I was cutting off this water stream earlier. But mobs don't spawn on bedrock. No mobs spawn on bedrock. But what slimes will do in a slime chunk is they will spawn in any light level as long as there's some place for them to spawn. So if I come down here, I throw in a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns and you know, cobblestone or something down here. When I get done having turtles excavate, then I will have a slime farm. Yeah, we'll let those guys do their thing. Shut this off. We'll light this up. We'll make it into a little bit of a slime farm. It's right near the base, and it's down pretty low, so hopefully they'll be low enough to the ground that I don't have to listen to them. But if I ever need slime balls, I can just pop down there and grab some slime balls. You know what we might do? We might make a vanilla portal out of the Nether fortress that we found and see where it goes in the overworld. And we can use that. We need to find a junk area that we can do a bunch of Thaumcraft stuff in. And then once I get up to the little goggle things, I can find the node and just block it off so the wisps don't spawn if I drain all the ore or whatever. That's my plan. I don't want to do any Thaumcraft stuff at the base here, but we'll be able to use the linking book. We can just pop right over there and pop right back. Well, I needed to dial this in, so I have this dialed in, and I needed glowstone for the jetpacks, which we have. And the next step, I think, is we'll be able to do brewing now. We got since we got Nether wart, and I mentioned cinder pearls briefly before. You know what I did? I put cinder pearls in the wrong chest. They're supposed to be. This is my growing things chest. So I put the cinder pearls in here. Where did they go? I put them in here. Oh, they're there. Cinder pearls. So they grow in the desert and they actually put off light. But if you chop them down, you get blaze powder. And then I use my minium stone to combine the blaze powder and blaze rods. So 2 blaze powder makes a blaze rod with the minium stone. And then you pulverize it and it turns into like 6 blaze powder. So you can basically just multiply it with your minium stone. That's why my minium stone's almost dead. But I have almost a stack of blaze rods. So we'll be able to make blaze powders and make the magma creams if we get slime balls. That's the plan, at least. Feels kind of cheaty, but it's in Feed the Beast Ultimate, so we're going to do it. Oh, and I used a bunch of arrows too. We got arrows now because we got the chicken. I usually find a skeleton grinder, but no skeleton grinders, so we're just going to do the chickens thing for now. Keep a stack of arrows on us. Steel. That's what I need. I need a blast furnace. So we got to figure out where we're going to put the blast furnace. This is a giant thing. And you put lava in the middle of it. We're not there yet though, because we got to get these guys to do their excavate thing. But I think I'll do that off camera. Oh, cool. Neat stuff. It's just, this is just the ultimate way to mine. You can make turtles almost right out of the gate. You need some glass and a little bit of redstone, and yeah. And if you don't give them a diamond pick, they won't mine obsidian. But aside from that, they pretty much mine everything. So those guys have diamond picks. And this guy over here is one of the first ones I built, and he doesn't have a diamond pick. So that's why I turned him into my tree turtle, because it's supposed to use a mining turtle. Again, the turtle with an axe doesn't seem to have any real benefit, because a normal turtle with a pickaxe might cut down trees just fine. So I don't know what the advantage is of having one with an axe. Maybe they'll change that in the future, but for now, it's not a problem. So magma crucible. We take the magma crucible, and it goes right next to the liquid transposer. We want this side to be blue. And then we melt redstone in here, and then we can use that to fill up our we can start making the redstone energy conduits that replace this and make a redstone energy cell, I think. Let's take a look. So we need redstone energy conduits, which you put stuff into molten redstone into a blank energy conduit. So we need to make some of those. Shaped crafting. You just make it with hardened glass and electrum. Do I have electrum? And then we also need one of these energy storage redstone energy cells. More electrum and lead. We have lead. redstone conductance coil. I just made one of those. The energy cell frame also needs to be filled up with liquid redstone, so we will do that. More hardened glass and a diamond and more electrum. So, do we have electrum? Let's see. I think what we need for electrum is, well, let's find out. Boop. Boop. Yeah, electrum dust. Where does that come from? Industrial centrifuge we can't use. Alloy smelter, silver and gold. Is that the same as the alloy furnace? That's not right. There's different types of electrum too. So induction smelter, we don't have one of those either. Silver and gold. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to make that stuff, and then we can do this redstone energy thingies. So here we go. Turtles found some diamonds. Woohoo! Grab a bunch of this stuff. Good stuff. What other good stuff we got? Lead. I think I'm going to need lead soon. More iron. And I figured out the electrum thing. Let's see. Miner's backpack. So electrum is really just silver and gold, except you can't use the silver and the gold ingots together. You have to use the silver and the gold dust together. Then you get electrum dust, and then you just cook that in the furnace, and you get electrum ingots. So now we know how to make electrum. It looks like they found lava. So I went down and grabbed a couple buckets. Let's go ahead and use them. Looks like we have a winner. This is going to work out nicely. Yeah. Pretty cool. Not much to it. Just built a wall around the edge of the slime chunk. Filled it in. Way too many jack-o'-lanterns for lighting. When these guys dig this out, we'll spread it out this way. So I worked on a few things. One thing, I redecorated my bedroom. I got a little nightstand with a plant that died, unfortunately. And I got a little red carpet underneath my bed, and I got some valuables stored in my chest here. And let's take a look at what the turtles did. I played with some half slabs, microblocks, dirt microblocks. So we did that. And then over here we have the slime chunk, and I had the turtles going, and I actually stopped them before I even finished this thing. And I have a ladder down because I, just in case I do something stupid, or the jetpack runs out, or whatever, I want it away down here. And I just cleared this out, so it's pretty empty now, but I've been getting a lot of slimes. Enough to do the blast furnace stuff. So we used the slime balls and the blaze powder we got from the cinder pearls to do magma cream, and we used the magma cream along with, we got a whole bunch of soul sand and a whole bunch of nether brick. So we got blast furnaces, and I didn't even finish this slime chunk out because I got this far and there was more slimes than I needed. Like I said, I just cleared this out, so it's pretty empty now, but plenty of slimes. So let's go upstairs and look at all that other stuff we did. So this is my power room, and it's really cramped in here. I apologize for that. But what we have over here is we made a blast furnace and hooked it up. And you can leave all the inputs on it, but I only have one there, so I just used this sandstone pipe since I made some to try it out. So we got a blast furnace. There's some lava in the middle. It fills up with charcoal pretty nicely. And I had so many slimes I made a second blast furnace. And then in here, I've just been playing with some machine stuff, so I got machines set up, and I messed around with this and redesigned it. But basically, I've got MFE powering stuff. It gets converted down to low voltage and powers like an electric furnace and an extractor and a compressor. And then the medium voltage, I have this induction furnace set up. And that's it for the EU. And then I have the BuildCraft stuff. So I did use all my redstone stuff. I built redstone energy cell and the redstone energy conduit. And I have all this stuff shut off right now, for the most part. I think there's one engine running in the back there somewhere. Yep. No? Oh yeah, this engine right here is running. So I only have one engine running because it's kind of on idle mode right now. But we got our magma crucible, which we melt redstone, and that goes into the liquid transposer, and these are set up. That gets input from one side, that puts output from the other side. So I made a lot of this redstone energy conduit, hooked it all up. I got my lasers over here. I need more diamonds to get more lasers, but I haven't done that. And then this goes up to some farming stuff that we did. This is seed oil thing up there that we looked at earlier. And then I have a pulverizer here that I use, and I have a rolling machine and a thermionic fab. And these, I actually wrenched this pipe so it's set the wrong way, so this is not feeding power into these things. The thermionic fab sucks power like crazy out of your system, even when it's idle. And the rolling machine kind of does too. You can see it bounces between 500 and 499. It actually sucks power no matter what you do. Until I destroyed it, I had some redstone engines back here just to keep this thing charging up. That way it's fully charged when I do flip this down and power it back up into my system. And there's another redstone engine behind there. They just kind of keep it a little bit extra power. You can't put redstone engines on the thermionic fab, and it drains power like mad, so we're going to leave it that way. And so this is just kind of an playing around room in here that I've got some power hooked up to. And I hooked up another MFE, and it's fully charged, and it goes down here, and I try to make a sorting room. And this is very chaotic. I'm not even going to bother trying to explain this because it's not really worth explaining. I mean, nobody probably wants to build one like this. But basically, I have an ender chest set up, and that's the ender chest I'm going to use. I have a matching one upstairs in the chest with the turtles. I'm going to use that with the turtles, and they all basically throw stuff in the ender chest, and they'll go into the sorting system. And it's pretty full right now. So there's a bunch of stuff. All this stuff here goes into this blue pipe, which goes over here, and it just drops into barrels. And then the stuff I have on this red side is all things that can be compressed, and they go into auto crafting tables over here, and they just basically get compressed and stored. So zirconium, coal, amber, and then redstone, and this this stuff, what's it called? Nickelite. And then I got this hooked up with these emerald pipes and netherrack and dirt over here, and they just go dropping into chests also. And I have some ores going up here, and I have them mixed between a pulverizer and an induction smelter. And we've been getting some rich slag because of the way I have this hooked up. So we've been using that to make extra ores. It's not fully automatic, there's some manual stuff involved. And then over here I have sand and gravel, and there's cobblestone. There's a cobblestone barrel right there. So cobblestone, some of it gets pulverized into sand and gravel, and then when the sand and gravel fill up, when the sand fills up, it goes over here and gets turned into like sandstone and glass, and I made all the different types of sandstone. And then the cobblestone gets cooked into smooth stone and made into stone brick, and anything else gets sent to the recycler over here. And the recycler basically just it's totally overclocked to fill the system up. The recycler basically just makes scrap, and then I combine the scrap into scrap boxes because it's denser storage, and that goes in there. And I took all of my cobble out of the barrels up top and stuck it in these things, so they're all good to go. So we got a little bit of a sorting system going on over here. Not fully 100%, but it works.
And this thing, the induction smelter, takes sand, so this is set up to put up a redstone signal when it needs sand, and it just pulls it out of the barrel. So we got a bunch of machines going, a whole bunch of automation things. Been making a lot of Arctic gates out of these different chipsets. So I replaced a lot of the redstone engines I have on stuff with Arctic gates. These are all Arctic gates now. And this thing turns out tons of charcoal. I keep having to shut it off because it overflows my system. It's shut off right now. And then I haven't figured out what to do with the saplings yet. I need some sort of catalyst to turn it into biomass. And I don't have a catalyst yet, so right now I'm just storing it in barrels. I'll probably have to throw another barrel in there soon. Play with the forestry stuff, and this is all shut off. I actually had a creeper blow this up, the stuff downstairs. And I put it all back, built new machines. But there's a peat bog and a terrarium, and goes into some peat-fired engines. This thing powers itself up quite a bit and actually has leftover power even with just 3 engines. But you keep having to make new of this humus and the bog earth by hand, so I haven't been leaving this thing running too often. And then I did some bee stuff. I thought it would be cool being on the edge of 3 different biomes because I'm on extreme hills, this is savanna, and that's desert. But in the desert is hot and arid. Why, you know? Anyway, the desert's hot and arid, and so is the savanna. So it's pretty much the same. There's only 2 biomes that I could play with here. But I've been having these guys do some stuff and basically just throwing it in a little chest for now. I'll work more on the bees later, but I kind of had some other objectives that I needed to work on. This is all for the bee stuff. There's a carpenter in here that makes impregnated casings and impregnated sticks to make the impregnated frames. And there's a squeezer that makes seed oil when it needs to. When this carpenter is not full of seed oil, it turns on a redstone signal. And these guys break the watermelons, and they go into a crafting table, which turns them into seeds, and then the seeds get squeezed into seed oil again. That's a pretty automated system. Whenever I need seed oil, it automatically makes it for me and shuts itself off. Pretty cool. And I want to do the block breaker thing with the pumpkins, but I haven't done that yet. And then over here, I emptied out all of my cobblestone barrels into the basement down there, emptied all my dirt into the basement down there, got my netherrack growing nicely over there. I still have this quartz grinding stone that I first built. That was the first way I was getting extra ores. But I don't really need that anymore, so but I'll leave it there. And then all of this farm stuff, I'll change this around and automate it some more as I get more stuff going on. Now that we got the nether taken care of, we got our blast furnace going, we got steel. I made a mining drill with the steel. That's a Greg Tech thing. You have to, the recipe's more complex with Greg Tech, so I had to get blast furnace. I could do an industrial blast furnace, but these were easier to make.
Yeah, so my second try at a Feed the Beast Ultimate Pack base seems like it's working out pretty well. We got some automation going on. We got a cool source of power here. We got all our stuff from the nether that we needed. And I think we're going to wrap this episode up, and then next time we'll see if we can't figure out a way to get into the end. So thanks for watching. Thanks everybody who likes and subscribes, and hopefully you guys from the server are still watching some stuff. We'll figure out what we're going to do with server things in a little bit. But in the meantime, we'll catch you later.